Recognized to sponsor the measure no other than our distinguished colleague, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan.
Is there an objection? Hearing none, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Distinguished colleagues, I stand here to sponsor Senate Bill 1990 under Committee Report number 52 in substitution of Senate Bills 389 of Senator Risa Ontiveros and 1183 of this representation. Tawagin natin itong panukalang batas ng Agriculture and Fisheries Cooperatives Act. Before I proceed, Mr. President, allow me to inform the body that this representation is a shareholder of a small vegetable family farm corporation in Alfonso, Cavite. And although this measure pertains not to farm corporations but to cooperatives, this representation has decided to err on the side of full disclosure as provided for in Article 6, Section 12 of the Constitution. In this connection, Mr. President, may I also request that the letter I forwarded to the Senate President on this matter of full disclosure be considered as, we will submit it, Mr. President, and it be considered as being read into the record. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, this measure, panukalang batas para sa Agriculture and Fisheries Cooperatives Act, nag-uumpisa po ito from a simple but transformative premise. Kung gusto nating ayusin ang ating sistema ng pagkain, kung gusto nating sapat at masustansya ang nasa lahat ng hapagkainang Pilipino, sabi nga po nila, to secure our food, we must first secure our farmers and fisherfolk. At para ma-secure ang kanilang kagalingan at kahusayan, kailangan nating maorganisa at mapalakas ang mga magsasaka at mangingisda, lalo na ang kanilang kabuhayan at sa bayanihan na natural lamang na dumadaloy sa ating dugong Pilipino. Tulad sa paghahanda ng palayan, lilinangin natin ang ecosystems ng pagsasaka at pangingisda. The bill builds a full ecosystem in which agriculture and fisheries co-ops can finally deliver on the promise of a strong, empowered army of food soldiers. Let me share 3 features of the bill that seeks to realize our dream for the Philippines to become a food powerhouse. First, the bill brings our legal framework in step with today's value chains, kasama ang mga sumusunod na definisyon ng agri and fisheries co-ops: farmers, fisherfolk, agrarian reform beneficiaries, dairy and community forestry farmers, aquaculture producers at lahat ng kaugnay na sektor. Kasama na ang multipurpose co-ops na pagkain ang pangunahing negosyo. Lahat na nasa value chain, katuwang rin inputs, production, processing, logistics at marketing, pati savings at credit, farm education, agri-tourism, digital agriculture, and climate-resilient safety nets. Dapat mayorya o at least 51% ng mga kasapi ng mga co-op ay nakatala sa registry system for basic sectors in agriculture. Pangalawa, Senate Bill 1990 directly strengthens the financial position of these co-ops and by extension their members. Kapag nakarehistro ang agri at fisheries co-ops, may malinaw na mga tax incentive na nakakatulong sa kanilang paglago. Kabilang na ang exemption sa income tax at VAT, lalo na sa mga transaksyon sa pagitan ng mga membro o kapwa agri-fisheries co-ops na may kinalaman sa sariling produkto o ani. Exempt din sila sa gift at donation taxes, maging sila man ang nagbibigay o tumatanggap, at pati ang importation ng makinarya at iba pang kagamitan para sa produksyon ay hindi pinapatawan ng buwis. Dagdag dito, mayroong tax-deductible donations para sa ating mga farmers and fisherfolk co-op. Kapag piso ang dinonate ng personal o real property sa ating mga accredited farmers at fisherfolk, maaring mabawasan sa income tax ng donor yung 1 peso and 50 centavos. This way, dadaloy ang kapital, ang pondo, ang infrastruktura, mechanization by way of donations, tax-deductible donations sa ating mga farmers at fisherfolk organizations, co-ops. Layunin ng panukala na hikayatin ang pagbuo ng mga federasyon ng mga agri-fishers co-ops. Sandaling magsimula ang inisyatiba, tutulong ang DA at CDA sa pamamagitan ng patnubay sa polisiya at superbisyon upang matiyak ang maayos na pagtatatag nito. Tahasang sinama na rin natin sa panukala ang direktang pagbili ng pamalaan. Ito ang ating Sagip Saka Act. Dinagdag din natin government banks and financial institutions must also extend preferential treatments to loans for agri and fisheries co-ops. Makikipag-ugnayan ang departamento sa Bangko Sentral ng Agrikultura sa Bangko Sentral para mas madali ang requirements ng pangungutang para sa kapital, post-harvest facilities at iba pa. Gusto nating na madali ang access to finance, to credit ng ating organized co-ops. Third and crucially, the bill creates the mechanism to plan, monitor, and measure success, not in vague terms but in metrics. Senate Bill 1990 re-establishes a Bureau of Agriculture and Fisheries Co-ops under the Department of Agriculture. The Bureau will coordinate and implement agri-co-op programs, promote digital platforms, provide technical assistance, and set up local development hubs that can link 500 to 1,000 farmers and buyers and processors. Sa loob ng isang taon, dapat matapos na ng Bureau ang nationwide sustainability mapping. Ito namang mapping ang gagamitin para sa paggawa ng 10-year agri and fisheries co-op development at ng food security master plan. Ang pangunahing policy at planning body ay isang council that is chaired by the Secretary of Agriculture with the Cooperative Development Authority chairperson as vice chair of the council. And the council shall report to Congress every year. Mr. President, at its core, this measure is about putting structure and capital behind something we Filipinos have always had. Hindi lamang po sipag at tiyaga, diskarte at bayanihan. Sa isang banda, imbitasyon ito sa ating mga magsasaka at mangingisda na magbuklod-buklod bilang kooperatiba at pangako rin ito ng Estado na bibigyang gantimpala ang ganitong pagbubuklod. Maikling kwento lang, Mr. President, nakilala ko ang San Nicolas Rice Farmers Association mula sa San Simon, Pampanga noong 2022. Isa silang Rice Farmers Association. Nung nakipag-usap tayo sa kanila, nung tayo'y nasa pribadong sektor, gumawa tayo ng paraan na makipag-ugnayan sila sa isang milling company na handang email ang kanilang palay ng libre at sila na rin po ang magpapackage. Ngunit ang sagot sa akin nung asosasyon, bilhin na lang daw ang kanilang palay ng mas mataas ang presyo. Dahil daw, hindi naman daw nila kayang ibenta at hindi nila alam paano ibenta ang bigas. Kapag bigas sana ang ibebenta nila, dodoble na sana ang kita nila. Pero dahil nga walang kapasidad ang kanilang asosasyon, sila'y nananatiling kapos hanggang palay na lamang ang binibenta. Kung merong Bureau of Agriculture and Fisheries Cooperative na tututok sa kanilang kapasidad, hindi na sana ganun ang mangyayari sa ating mga magsasaka. We would also, Mr. President, sa isang banda, imbitasyon ito sa ating mga magsasaka at mangingisda na magbuklod-buklod bilang kooperatiba. At pangako rin ito ng Estado. Bibigyan nga sila, nagbanggit ko kanina, ng ganitong pagbubuklod. We would like to thank Senators Risa Ontiveros for filing a similar measure, for Senators Erwin and Rafi Tulfo, Bam Aquino, Senator J.V. Ejercito for their participation during the hearings, and to all senators who signed Committee Report number 52, and we seek their support for this immediate passage. In closing, Mr. President, together with the other measure which I will be sponsoring after this measure, Mr. President, we had sat down with President Marcos Jr. 2 weeks ago we presented this measure as well as the succeeding measure that we are to sponsor and requested that he certify this as urgent. At the proper time, Mr. President, and he has agreed in principle to do so. These two measures will hopefully address the gaps in the structure of agriculture and fisheries governance in the country, and therefore address the urgent need to fix what's broken in our agriculture and fisheries sector. Maraming salamat at we again urge our colleagues for swift passage of this measure. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kiko. Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, for the record, also Senator Legarda would like to insert her co-sponsorship speech for the record, for this measure.
Yeah, an objection. Hearing none, approved.
Mr. President, I move to suspend consideration of the same to allow our colleagues to study the measure.
Consideration of Senate Bill 1990 under Committee Report Number 52 is hereby suspended.
Mr. President, I move to transfer from the calendar of ordinary business to special order Senate Bill number 9091 under Committee Report number 53. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, so transferred.
Mr. President, I move that we take up Senate Bill number 9091 and ask the Secretary to read the title of the measure.
Secretary is hereby directed to read the title of the measure.
An act strengthening the National Agriculture and Fisheries Extension System to accelerate agricultural and fisheries development, creating the Bureau of Agricultural Extension and appropriating funds therefore.
Mr. President, may we recognize the sponsor, once again, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, to sponsor the measure.
Any objection? Hearing none, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. I stand here to sponsor Senate Bill 1991 under Committee Report number 53 in substitution of this representation, Senate Bill 1182. Mr. President, maikling kwento lang tungkol sa panukalang batas na ito at committee report. Nung ako po ay bumaba sa pwesto noong 2022, ay naging full-time po ako sa aming farm corporation sa Alfonso, Cavite. Sinubukan ko pong i-organisa ang tinatawag na Alfonso Farmers Cluster Group, 300 farmers, vegetable and fruit farmers sa Alfonso, Cavite. Every week, for about 1 year, Mr. President, nagpupulong kami, pinupuntahan ko sila sa kanilang mga sakahan, sa kanilang mga bukid. After 1 year, Mr. President, in fairness, ang Department of Agriculture Region 4A, ang Agriculture and Training Institute, ang Alfonso Municipal Agriculture Office, nagtulong-tulong kami. My farm became the host of a 14-week farm field school. Every week, for 14 weeks, pumupunta ang about 60 farmers sa Alfonso, Cavite para mag-aral ng organic vegetable farming. Matapos ang 14 na linggo, nagbanding na kami ng husto. Talagang kasabay nating kumain, mayroon pa kaming nag-Christmas party, may graduation pa. At in fairness, naroon ang ATI nung 14 na linggo. Nandoon ang DA Region 4. Nandun din ang Maro. Pero natapos yung 14 weeks, nais nang mag-organisa yung 57 na mga farmers, bumalik na sa 13 Martires ang ATI, bumalik na sa Lipa ang Region 4A, at nung hiningi natin kay Mayor Randy, salamat at ng Maro, ang isang tao lamang para tulungan kaming mag-organisa sa LGU, ang nabanggit sa akin ng LGU. 7 lamang ang kanilang empleyado ng Agriculture Office ng local government. Hindi makapagbigay ng kahit isang dedicated staff para ma-organisa ang 57 willing farmers. Yan po ang nangyayari sa iba't ibang parte ng ating bansa dahil kulang ang presensya ng Department of Agriculture sa grassroots.